what you're doing here.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Hilo. And Thor, somewhere under there. Good morning, good morning. Welcome, everyone, to another live post here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. It's Friday. We're having some Friday fun, huh, Thor? Yeah, big dude.
We're having some Friday fun. I'm excited to be spending some time with our hybrid rescues today. Some of our hybrid rescues, that is.
I know.
Maximillion's
Is he okay?
Behind us.
I was going to say, we have 2 out here, now 3. So we are in Bungalow 1, where 3 F1 Savannahs, Maximillion on that far side, Thor Sr., and Hilo here are living temporarily. They recently moved here as we prepare for Catio town and lots of exciting construction. So, like Judson said, I'm excited to be out here hanging out with these boys, especially because they all love to play. Yes, you do, Thor. Hey, big dude. Very handsome.
You do love to play Thor. And we brought out the hammer of Thor.
Yes, the hammer of Thor.
By the hammer of Thor.
Good morning, everyone. Hi,
morning.
Sherry. Hi, Susan. Deborah. I have lots going on right now. We also have a new phone, so let us know if the quality looks nice. Very exciting. What do you think, Hilo?
He says, I'm enjoying my Friday.
Hi.
It's a pretty low-key Friday. I have my breakfast already. I got some humans hanging out with me.
Yep, breakfast, humans, and it looks like we might have a little bit of spotty reception, Judson, so...
Understandable, which is why, I kind of wanted to do a test flight here in Hybrid Haven, because sometimes it can be a little tough on us service-wise. We know that we're home to a lot of hybrid rescues who you guys support, and I want to at least try to get a live post off in this area every once in a while. Admittedly, kind of in the front portion where we are, even though it's not the greatest, is kind of the only area we can go. Maybe depending on if the service sticks with us, we'll try to check out some other areas, but for the most part, we'll probably be hanging out with this group.
Yeah. Well, it seems like in the comment section that people are loving the quality of the camera, which makes me so happy.
I should have shaved then, oh my word.
You're looking great, Judson. Don't worry about it. But look at these handsome boys. Yes, Maximillion, it's good to see you. Max was hanging out inside when we came in here, but he came out to join the fun.
And Max, I think, just has the most marvelous pink nose.
He does.
And there's Hilo. You two were sleeping next to each other when we came in the bungalow. It would have been Maximillion and Thor Jr. who have been kind of merged, or red squirrel.
Let's see. We are officially hunting a red squirrel up on the tree there. Maximillion clocked in.
And then you got a little puffy tail down there too, Olivia.
There we go. I'm gonna move behind him here. That was so fast. Okay, I don't know if I caught it on camera, but a red squirrel moved behind Maximillion. He heard and turned around on a dime and now is locked in on that squirrel. You're such a good little hunter. I think that pretty much sums up an F1 Savannah, huh, Maximillion? 50% serval genetics. You big dude. Oh, Hilo.
Did I step in something, Hilo?
Hilo, look at that.
Did I step in something today?
And we have Thor checking out the camera. There's lots going on. We have cats coming out of our ears in here.
Yeah. He says, well, maybe there's a little tiger pee on your boot here. Maybe there's a little bobcat pee. There's all types of scents on here. There's domestic kitty on there.
That's a lot of scents.
Yeah. Who can blame you?
That's pretty fun. Hilo. That's good stuff.
It is a happy Friday here at the Wildcat Sanctuary.
It is a happy Friday.
Hilo, among many rescues, enjoying their day however they like to. Whether it's a little scent like this, you can see the sun is shining and it's gorgeous out. So I've seen a lot of cats getting their vitamin D today, and just kind of mild weather, great cat weather, truthfully.
Yes. Well, I should get into the comments here. We've been getting distracted with all the cat shenanigans. I'm going to pivot to both of these boys watching the red squirrel now. All right, and that would be...
That's our
Propane behind us, so hopefully you can still hear us. But back into the comment section. Hello, everyone. Good for the feedback on the new phone. Very exciting. Quality is good. Hi, Anne. Hello, Stephen. Good day from Sydney, Australia. Good Friday, Kathy.
Hey, Kathy. Almost said hi Friday.
I know. Hi Friday. That works too.
And you got a drooly.
I know. I do have a very drooly Hilo on me. Hi. Was that shoe really great?
My shoes are waterproof.
I know. So Judson has drool all over his shoe. I now have drool on my pants, Hilo. That was some good smells. It's like a newspaper. It's like a newspaper. Oh, now I'm going to get the treatment. Wow. Hilo. Well, that's how you know it's good. Nancy asking, squirrel or Judson shoes? What's most exciting? Yeah. Well, add my leg to the mix because we have some good stuff going on in here.
Well, I sprinkled a little cat. I think some catnip kind of over the ground in some places, and I think Hilo is maybe just feeling the good spirit of the catnip flowing through his system.
Hi, Gail from Oregon.
Hey, Gail. Thanks for joining us today.
Marcy saying, I feel as though Shenanigans could be Judson's middle name. Yeah, me too, Marcy. Me too.
You're not too far off with that, Marcy.
Kathy commenting that one of her rainbow cats, Rudy, chewed several pairs of shoes and flip-flops like a dog.
Really?
That's funny.
Yeah, my cedar went through a phase of shoes were, well, you can show the folks.
I'm way too ticklish for this.
Olivia
I'm laughing because I'm very ticklish, and Hilo, you're going to town on my leg right now.
He says, that's nice, that's not bad.
I'm having a hard time keeping my composure, Judson. All right, let me...
Thank you for coming over here.
We're having a blast in here. What were you saying, Judson? Something about shoes.
My cat has an infatuation, or maybe I should say had an infatuation with shoes.
Okay.
She's since gotten over it. But,
okay.
That's just so special. And
I know.
And I think that the F1 cats, this is Hilo, he's an F1 Savannah, which means that he's 50% serval, 50% domestic cat. Thinking about where Hilo came from, hence his name, Hilo, Hawaii. Mm-hmm. Hilo was found in a live trap in Hawaii. His life could have been much different. Hawaii, it is illegal to own a hybrid wildcat. We don't know how Hilo got there in the first place. It's a good example of how these breeders are wanting to prioritize profit over the well-being of the cat. They're seeing they got an online payment, they got their PayPal payment, they're going to ship Hilo to wherever, regardless of those state laws. But just knowing that Hilo's life was one that was one of, we were unsure of what his life could have been. Living in an area where it was illegal to have him. The reason Hilo was able to get off the island so fast is because he was at risk for euthanasia. So a cat like Hilo living the sweet life, rubbing on a pair of jeans, rubbing on a boot, living with cats of his own kind, able to share that type of companionship with one another. And you've had a lot of friends here, Hilo. Cashmere, Sebastian. You and Sebastian were as thick as thieves.
Yes. Oh, this is just warming my heart. But what a great comparison to Hilo's story, where he came from, and literally look at him now. Yeah. He's just having the best time. But yes, like you were saying, Judson, Hilo's had many friends, humans and cats alike. And I like seeing him up here in Bungalow 1. It's nice to see his face in the morning. He's very, very chatty. He likes to say hello to everyone.
Exactly, yeah. And also kind of just touching back to our point, I think that, among many cats here, but I think he's a great ambassador for what a lot of these hybrid cats face. Is a life that begins with uncertainty based on human greed, unfortunately, and people wanting to have these cats. A breeder wanted to profit off of selling these cats. And him ending up in a life at sanctuary and under the support of people like you. I think you're a great ambassador, Hilo, for what we can do for cats like you.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, what we can do for cats like Hilo. Hilo is an F1 Savannah. He is 50% serval, 50% domestic cat. And if you really think about it, that puts him in like a genetic limbo, basically.
Yeah,
and it's tough for the cats. We see it. It's hard for them when they're kind of battling a bunch of different genetics and instincts. And so we see time and time again why they struggle to be in homes and under traditional pet ownership. And I think seeing a cat thrive at sanctuary like Hilo is a really, really special thing. He's living his best life, so to speak, huh, Hilo? He's back to the leg. I don't know, Hilo. I'm really having a tough time keeping my composure when you're doing that. Max is still locked in on the squirrel.
Maximillion, the consummate squirrel hunter here.
Again, another example of a hybrid being in an environment that really allows them to be themselves.
Yeah, I mean, look at that red squirrel's leaping from limb to limb. I'm sure that red squirrel is shrewd enough to stay out of a habitat like this.
I would hope so.
But on occasion, there will be a clash of wildlife.
Someone asking how's Catio Town coming along, and Phyllis responding that Tammy gave an update yesterday. They are getting cats moved now. Correct. Tammy on her Wildcat wrap-up yesterday mentioned that we have started moves, and that's really exciting. We'll continue to keep you updated, but I would certainly redirect you back to that Wildcat wrap-up yesterday because that's always a wealth of information. But Tammy shared some good tidbits on that. So
yeah. Tammy went into great detail. Even talked about how we're going to have an AmeriCorps team helping us at least help with getting the table set for after Hybrid Haven has been demolished here. So yeah, exactly like Olivia pointed out, Tammy and Phyllis pointed out even.
Yes.
Tammy went into great lengths about Catio Town and some updates because there's certainly many to give.
All right, we're getting lots of questions now.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hey, there you are, handsome.
Julie asking if I got sprayed. Olivia, did you get sprayed? Nope, it's drool. It's drool from Hilo.
It's drool from a happy
yes.
A happy Hilo right here.
Judson also has some of that drool on his foot.
Yes, that's correct. And here's Mr. Thor Jr. who's joining us, or Thor Sr. rather. I get that confused.
I know.
I always say Thor. You'd think that the Thor Jr. at the Wildcat Sanctuary would be smaller than the Thor Sr., but
Thor Sr. is the smaller.
Thor Sr. is a Savannah, and Thor Jr. being a white tiger, as we know.
Martha catching us for live.
Hey,
good to see you, Martha.
Glad to have you, Martha. Thanks for joining us.
Lots of people commenting that they can't wait to see Catio Town.
Ooh,
very exciting.
I am so excited too. And then talk about convenience of being able to visit some of those cats. Catio Town is going to have a much more reliable internet connection, so I'm very much looking forward to
Yes, the media
Catio
team
Town.
is excited.
Yeah,
excited
in
for
a
that.
number of ways.
Yes.
Well, we've seen that you like that basket, Maximillion.
Look at that. What are you doing? You're being crazy. Lisa loves the Wildcat wrap-ups. So glad you all started doing them. I know, it's been really, really a great thing. And Judson and I have said this before, but even for us to kind of recap on our week, the staff watches them. It's a great thing to hear from Tammy. All of us appreciate that.
I see you got the stinky face, Maxie.
Kathy asking if Hybrid Haven will become a past name when Catio Town is done. That is, I think, correct.
It will.
Yes,
that is correct. Yeah. Now, who can tell me what Hybrid Haven used to be called? It was an acronym.
Mm-hmm. That's a good question, Judson.
And let's see, 25 years. A lot of people kind of flexing their 25-year badges and medals. And let's see if anybody knows what Hybrid Haven was called before Hybrid Haven.
Yeah, that's a good question. Lots of names. Yeah, let's test your 25-year knowledge. What was Hybrid Haven called before it was Hybrid Haven? But yes, it will eventually become Catio Town. That is what it's transitioning into. We are constantly shifting and moving and improving here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. Barbara also catching our live today. Welcome, Barbara.
Hey,
Good to have you.
Glad to have you with us. Let's see. It's an acronym. How about this? It starts with the letter D. D.
It took me a second even. I remember when I was an intern, it had just been phased out. So that would have been 3 years ago now.
Let's see. I might have to. I think it's gonna. I might. Be
I know you might have
answering this
to give the reveal.
one. And I have Hilo's back. He's
Back on the shoe.
Yeah, worshiping my boot here. But what Hybrid Haven used to be called was DAC, and it stood for Domestic Animal Care. And it obviously we kind of outgrew that, and maybe not outgrew it, just came to understand a little bit more of what we were doing for these hybrid cat rescues. And so it was kind of a combination of DAC, Hybrid Haven, and then we just fully retired DAC and it became Hybrid Haven.
Yep. So domestic animal care was what it was previously called. Judson was saying, and it transitioned into Hybrid Haven since that more accurately describes kind of what we were doing here.
Yes, exactly.
Hinata's saying DAC is now just wherever Kiara is. That's probably accurate.
Yeah,
yes.
DAC it's a roaming, constantly roaming zone.
Exactly. Constantly roaming, constantly moving.
Kiara.
Yes. Look at that puffy tail, Hilo. You are excited. Are you coming back to me? Lots of people, some people saying they remember, but majority saying they don't. I feel like Hybrid Haven is a very catchy name.
Yes.
Look at you, Max. You decided to go back in where it's a little bit warm. As we say with all of our rescues, it's 24/7 access to outdoor yards, but also indoor bedrooms. And Max is taking advantage of that indoor space right now. It is considerably warmer in there. I just stepped in there. And it's not too cold outside today, but it's mild, I'd say.
Olivia, speaking of Kiara, what's happening to Miss Kiara today?
She's getting groomed, which is very exciting. I'll probably post a little Instagram story before and after. I always like seeing a clean dog. So Kiara's getting groomed today. I'm sure she'll look very, very pretty after. What do you see, Thor? Probably more red squirrels if I had to guess.
Yeah, what do you see, handsome man?
Hi, handsome.
I see some squirrels, I see Coco, I see Sene, I see people. Yeah, there you go, partner. He says onward and forward.
Onward and forward. Are there other hybrid cats in our sanctuary? Yes, there are. There are an abundance of hybrid cats. It's actually our largest population if you're counting all the hybrids as one group here at Sanctuary. Definitely check out our website, but we have quite a few Bengals, Savannahs, and previously to this, we've had other hybrid rescues as well, which we love our hybrids, but it definitely speaks to the small cat crisis and the overbreeding and ultimately inappropriate breeding of these types of cats. They do not make good pets. That is why all of them, for the most part, are here. And so definitely encourage you to check out our website and our educational material on hybrids. And it looks like some people have linked that below, so thank you.
Sweet. Yeah, and as Olivia mentioned, and as you maybe can see, Thor looking on to a good portion of Hybrid Haven is, yes, we're home to a lot of hybrid rescues. And I see you. And I don't want to make any excuses, but the internet can be a little tough for us. So I'm glad that we're getting in a little dose of hybrid cat here. But yes, home to lots, and I appreciate everyone having patience.
Yes, absolutely. But I'm glad we got to hang with these hybrids, of course.
Yeah.
These three up front, these three social boys. It's been very good. And since we have kind of touched on Catio Town this live, there will be lots of hybrid updates to come, lots of moving happening. But if you are new to our page, that's where I direct you to go, is straight to the website.
All right, crazy dude.
What do you think, Judson?
It's Friday, Olivia.
It is.
We are kind of getting ready for the weekend. Interns are getting schedules, or rather post-scheduled. We have some fun kind of documentation, hoping to get some photos of Aurora and Alana as they continue to settle in. But we kind of have the rest of the day cut out for us. I'm
Yeah,
glad
we
got
do.
a live post in here.
Me too. All right, where's a cat? That's my rule. We have to end on a cat.
We need to end with a cat.
We have to end on a cat. How about you, Hilo, since you've been the star of today's show? All right, everyone. We hope you have a great weekend, and we will see you on Monday. Thank you.
Bye.